We're out with Brandon Wade again, and we wanted to follow up on last year. They got water back in the lake. It's a
lots and lots
thing.
of water.
What's that making happen down here?
Well, it's cold. We don't have to worry about that anymore, about the water temperatures getting high and you know, hurting the fishery. We've got lots of oxygen in the river, which was another issue. So the fish are healthy, the river's healthy. You know, it's kind of returning back to the old ecosystem that we saw back in the day. But you know, last year, you know, we were just catching the beginning of this river coming back into shape, and you were getting a lot of healthy fish, but their size hadn't gotten there yet. You know, over this last year, those guys have been eating a lot. If you can just catch one.
Hey, you got the memo on the shirt, I see.
That's right, yeah.
There
fish.
he is.
There he is.
Oh.
Got him.
Watch how those fish just roll. You know, I've been catching a lot of fish of all different species lately, but these fish just, look at there.
We're not seeing many brook trout, and I think that's a brookie. It is. There. Yeah.
That's a really good fish. This guy's ridiculous right here.
Oh! Did it break or did it just come off?
I think he just came off.
There. Oh yeah, there we go. It was about time.
I'm telling you.
Get your mojo back.
Get my mojo back.
That is a silver rainbow, isn't it? No, that's a big shad. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. You're getting her dialed in now, Tim. Hopefully we can put a few of these big trout in the boat that we've been seeing this year. These guys are growing like crazy. So
yeah, you're getting some good rainbows, right?
Big rainbows. Lots of big rainbows. You know, the slot limit that they put in place years ago, where you can't keep a rainbow between 15 and 20 inches, has done wonders for the river, and we're seeing lots of fish in that slot limit. Oh, Tim, that's a fish.
All right, I'm just gonna try to keep constant pressure. I'm not gonna try to do anything fancy or hostile.
Oh. He's not happy about it right now. Got it.
Oh. It's bigger than that first fish I caught. I'm telling you.
Now, last year when Tim was catching these, half that length was about what he was getting. And can you believe that this happens for 75 miles and I fish 16 of it?
What a cool boat. Let's talk about what this is.
Well, it's a drift boat. We use them here on the Cumberland to do kind of what they do out west, and that's where these boats got their start.
You made this boat?
Built it, yeah. It was a kit. I didn't, you know, carve it out of a tree or anything.
And Brandon, tell us what we're using today. Are these flies that you've tied?
Yes. We're fishing a 2-fly rig. We're using a olive hare's ear nymph. For this time of year, it looks kind of like a caddis pupa, which caddis are hatching right now. And then, of course, as always below it, we have a zebra midge. All these little bugs that you see that look like gnats that come off the water, those are midges, and that's a huge part of their diet in here. And so that's a fly that we use daily.
What a beautiful bunch of water. There's a whole lot of water here.
There's a lot.
A whole lot of opportunity for folks who want to try fishing. You know, you don't have to fly fish. You can use traditional spinning outfits. What a fun way to catch a trout.
Absolutely.
To use a tiny little bait to target what they're targeting, what they like to eat, and bringing it on fly rod. It's just a joy.
It's just fun. We don't do it to be fancy or anything like that. It's just really, really fun.
And it works.
And it works. I mean, you're giving them what they're looking for out there in the water. Every now and then you get lucky and land a few good ones.
Ooh, that's a decent fish. Big fish. I have managed to hook up another dandy. I hope I can get this fish in. I'd really like to see it in the boat. It's a large.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us.
Large fish. I'm just basically holding constant pressure. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I tried to do that the first time and it didn't work out well. This is unreal. Where is everybody? How come this river doesn't have 8,000 boats on it?
Because it's in the middle of nowhere in southern Kentucky.
Oh, don't be doing that. He didn't like you. Oh my. Look what a stout fish. Man, my wrist is sore.
19 inches.
That's a quality
He is
fish.
bigger than the last one, you're right.
Look what a stout dude. Look what a fish. On a fly.
Ooh. He's not happy. So that's what I wanted you to come down here for. I wanted you to see what you've been, missing over the last year, seeing these fish and how they've grown.
You know, people want to know what's happening down here. They know that, there's the lake's back.
Yeah.
Which means the tailwater's back. But that right there, I'm telling you what, my knees are shaking. And I do this for a living.
Yeah.
I remember, and you remember, back when times are good and what it felt like, what it smelled like, what it looked like. It's back.
There's fish. Oh, nailed it.
Not a bad fish. I can catch them all day long.
Oh, yeah. Oh, coming in hot. Whoa.
Oh. Boy, he just came up and grabbed that. Didn't he? Blue Ribbon Day.
Indeed.
Look,
Blue shirt.
we matching stuff.
Good thing we worked this out.
That's exactly right. You know what? I'm not that much taller than you, but we are on a ramp. Spent a lot of time on this water right here over the years, you know, over the 25, 30 years that I've been fishing down here. Watching this thing and then seeing this roller coaster dive and thinking, oh man, you know, what's really going to happen with the dam? What's really going to happen at the lake? You know, you hang around a few years and next thing you know, it's all good.
Nature takes care of itself, you know, and it's definitely doing that here. You know, all the ecosystem that was once here is coming back with a vengeance.
Dude,
let's shake hands.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
That was a good time. We should do it again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Trout live in beautiful places. The best thing about this boat is you never have to worry about having motor problems.
Yeah.
Starts every time.
Really as close as you can get to the real river experience.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't get any more peaceful than this, you know.
Hey, we're long overdue for a drift trip, and we're with Brandon Wade from Cumberland Drifters?
Cumberland Drifters.
He's not big, but man, he doesn't know it. He's got a little more backbone than I thought he had. He's not.
I think you insulted him.
I think he grew 6 inches.
Yeah, he was only 6 inches long when you hooked him.
Pretty fish.
Yeah. He's over there giddy. He's a 12-incher. Not too bad. He was fun.
Drift fishing in a boat like this that you made, you don't see a whole lot of these out here.
No, it's more of a Western thing. You know, if you go out Montana and stuff like this, you're going to see these all over the place.
The thinking behind it is designed for fly fishing. What makes this particular to fly fishing? What in this design?
Well, first of all, you have high sides because, you know, these things are made for rivers with rapids. We don't have any rapids out here. We're not going over the Cumberland Falls today or anything. But so they're really stable. They're really maneuverable to get around rocks and things. And the best part about what we're doing out here, you try to get a good dead drift. You want your flies drifting along the same speed as everything else. And so using the oars, we can make that happen, and you can have, you know, mile-long drifts without having to cast and cast and cast like you would if you were waiting. So, oh, fish!
Man, he came out of nowhere. Boy, he's right in that current. Feels like I got a whale on.
Yeah. Nope.
There he is. Oh, pretty fish.
Rainbow.
I would come down here to catch one of these. In all seriousness, they're such fun and such fighters. All right, my hands are wet. Quick release. He's good to go.
I think there's probably maybe another one of those.
This is just not right.
You know, I've had, and this is, it's a great compliment when you take somebody out fishing and they say, man, that was the best day of fishing I've ever had. It's just people aren't used to catching fish like this because they don't know about this place.
Not only that, it's your surroundings.
Yeah.
You don't see this, I mean, you don't get this everywhere.
No. People travel all the way across the country. You go out to Montana, you know, go to Alaska.
And look what we got right here.
And this is an hour and a half from Lexington.
What a beautiful fish.
You know? This is my home river. This is my baby.
Now, you've been guiding down here a while. Do you remember your reaction when you found out that the dam was in trouble and there was going to need to be some work done?
You know, it wasn't good news, and it scared all of us to death. Side effects could be with, you know, drawing the lake down and water quality. And I mean, we thought there for a while we might lose the whole thing, you know. Especially if the water temperatures get up in the 70s and kills, like, you know, kills every fish in the river. So it, you know, scared me to death. And we had a few good years in there, but it just, the consistency of it just wasn't there anymore.
You got the dam fixed. So what's your outlook now? Even though you always have been kind of a glass half full kind of guy.
I think it's going to be better than it ever was.
Oh, what a
you
jump.
know,
Look at that fish jump.
It was great before, and now we've added the brook trout and, you know, these triploid rainbows that grow, you know, like trout on steroids.
I like the sound of that.
You know, so I think we'll see a state record rainbow hopefully being broken here pretty soon. Tell you what, man, let's go eat lunch.
It's kind of chilly. All right. Lunchtime.
Don't put that on the show. My wife, Julie, is a, well, look at me, she's a good cook.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
That's roughing it right there. That's tough. Conditions are almost unbearable.
Oh, yeah. I see that one, right on the other side of that little rock ledge. But whoever had the idea to put brook trout in here, I'd like to pat him on the back.
And speaking of, is that what
Hey, that's a brook trout.
Well, how about that?
The other day I had my 6-year-old out, and I bought her a new spinning rod for her birthday. Of course, it was pink.
Look what a pretty fish. Look at the colors on this fish.
Oh, that's a nice rainbow.
Look at the colors on
That
this
nice
fish.
pink stripe.
Unbelievable for their size. You
Yeah.
can't believe how they can pull. It's ridiculous.
Wait till you get into one that's 20 inches long, you know. You'll think you've got a
We'll be
20-pounder.
in, when you get in for a 20-inch fish night, like he was saying, it takes forever.
There we go.
Whoa,
Ooh,
look
that is
at
a nice
the
one.
color.
Look at that.
Is that the fish of the day?
So far, yeah, that is. Wow. That is the fish of the day.
We don't want to handle this any more than we have to. And quick release. Boom.
We have a 2-fly rig here with a prince nymph and a zebra midge.
I got more than one shot at it.
Why not give them a buffet, you know? And come to daddy. Oh, nope. Nope. You can turn him just a, there we go. Woo, Tim. That is a healthy fish.
That fish fought like crazy. I mean, fought like crazy. Now, is that a rig that you stick with and use a lot year round, or?
It's a nymph river. You know, nymph fishing out here is hands down the most productive way to do it. Every now and then you'll get somebody that, you know, they don't want to look at a bobber all day, and, you know, hey, if they want to do something else, we will, but this is pretty much what I do 99% of the time, and it works really well, as you can see.
Man, that's not where I thought that fish was. When I set the hook, he was way back.
Oh, you're...
Another brook.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna have to.
Get the front
something.
one. He's a chunk.
Take him. Well, it's a good day when you have to replace flies just simply because they're getting worn out from so many fish eating them.
I don't know if I've caught this many trout today.
Really? Water quality is good. You can come out here and do this every day. Yeah, it's a brown. Hey, there's the one you were talking about.
Hey, it's a multi-species day.
You have now done the Cumberland River Grand Slam. All right, gotta catch a big one here. This is kind of the last hoorah.
That's the place to do it right there.
Uh-huh.
And just when he said, hey, it's time to pull him in, I said, one more cast.
Hey, I think you got a fish.
I think you're right.
Oh,
that's
Tim,
a fish. That's a fish.
big one. We got a big fish.
Look at that striper trying to eat him. Look at that striper trying to eat him.
Holy cow.
Get out of there.
Oh.
Did you see that striper trying to eat him?
That was huge.
I've got to get him out of there. How big was that striper?
That thing was 40 pounds.
That fish is 18 inches. And let me tell you what, it gave me all I wanted.
And almost became striper food.
Oh, that striper almost got him. Can you imagine what size of bait you need to throw for those stripers?
I can't imagine. That almost never happens, and to get it on film. Well, if your goal was to show the viewers all the different species of trout in the Cumberland River, you did that pretty quickly.
Today we're on the Cumberland River, right below Wolf Creek Dam near Jamestown, Kentucky. We're gonna do a little fly fishing for trout with our good friend and guide, Brandon Wade, and he's from the Cumberland Drifters. And we got down there and put in, we noticed that Brandon's partner was already on the water, and we're about to join him.
Get your weapon out here.
This is my weapon right here.
Brandon's boat is a drift boat. You might see these out west more commonly, but it's really nice because it's a wood boat, it's quiet, you're right next to your resource.
You ought to tie some of that chicken on the end of your line there. I bet you get that state record now.
Oh, that's a good fish too.
Is that a brookie?
I can't tell yet.
Looked to me like it might have been a brook.
Yeah, it looks like a rainbow to me.
Yeah, it does. Now that I see it.
Dude, that is a good fish.
That is a good fish. I'm bringing him this way. I don't know if he's, I don't think he's ready. I'm gonna try to scheme on in. Oh, nice fish. Man,
There you go, bud.
Man, look what a beautiful fish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get him out quick. Beautiful, beautiful fish.
Oh, there he goes. And off he goes.
He's out.
Let's do it again. No, he's not that big.
He's a baby.
Little fella. keep him on, keep him on, keep him on.
He's acting like he's got something. I don't know.
I don't know how big he is, but he's mad.
Oh, it's a good fish. It's a good fish. And he's going every which way. Oh, that's a good is some air time. It's a good fish, man. And I don't think he's going to tire easily.
No.
Oh! Oh, man, I'm telling you. Oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun.
Now, when you match the hatch and you're using hooks that are tiny, it's really hard to keep a fish on sometimes because that tiny little hook hooks a tiny little bit of fish flesh.
Never mind, let's catch this fish first.
That's another good fish.
They're all good.
Oh, man, they throw their head around like they mean it.
You got a rainbow?
I think so. He's throwing his head.
They don't like you.
They've been spitting it out. I hope this one stays on there for a minute.
He's up now. There he goes. Yeah, rainbow.
Oh, no, he says, I don't like that net.
They don't like this net.
There we go. I don't like this fishing stuff,
It's
man.
awful.
Now, we couldn't have a trout fishery on our own. Salmonids are not here by themselves. So you talk about a cool situation, literally, below the dam where the cold water comes in and we can actually put trout in and they thrive.
That's a big fish. That's a big fish.
We're going to chase him.
That's a big fish. He doesn't know he's hooked yet.
There he goes.
I'm trying
Okay.
to be light on him. It's going to take a while. I hope he keeps it in his mouth.
Hope he's on that top
I
fly.
hope he do.
Got a head shaker.
Yeah.
That's fine. Get over here in this slower water, buddy.
Trout fight supremely well. They roll, they flop, they jump, they do anything they can to get that bug out of their mouth. And that really intensifies the fight for the angler.
Ooh, that is a good fish.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the first time I'd seen him.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at him cutting that water. Oh, yes, thank goodness. Oh, that's a nice fish.
Oh, yeah.
Nice fish. Now, see, I'd come down here for just one of those, but we've already caught a couple of those.
Well, sometimes you get lucky and land more than just one of those.
I'm telling you.
And after we let this one go, I'm gonna try to catch another one.
No, why would you make me do that?
Because we're 4 miles from the boat ramp and I don't feel like rowing yet, so we might as well fish.
Nice fish. What's
It's a rainbow.
We don't have to touch him. How long is he?
I can put him on.
7. No, don't do it.
No, I've got a
Just-
stick right here. We can leave him in the net. He's not that long. He's fat. He's
Good 15
14
inch.
and a half, 15.
I would love to catch those.
That's
all
the fun
day
size
long.
to catch right there.
I tell you, that's about all you want.
Whoa. I'm going back this way. We're just gonna keep him over here. Just keep pressure on him. He's gonna run like crazy.
He's gonna run here in a minute.
I haven't seen the fish, but I trust you.
I have. He came out of the water a minute ago. He's another one. He's like that one that went airborne a little while ago. Same size, maybe bigger. You see that? I hate this. Big
That's
rainbow.
a good fish. That's a good fish.
Oh man, this is so much fun.
Beats work, doesn't it? Oh wait, it is.
Hey, yeah, what are you talking about? Wow, that's a good fish.
Ooh, that is a nice fish.
I hope
Look
I
at
got
the
him.
color on that.
I know. Hope I got him on the big one. Here's, I think I can get
You
his
did.
head up. Got his head. Oh, he says,
Yeah.
no, you won't.
Usually, we're getting.
Oh.
Whoa, don't you do that.
Typically it happens in May, early June. The caddis hatch happens here on the Cumberland. You know, they look like little moths. And so the fish key in on that kind of stuff.
Right.
And what you've got on here is a prince nymph. Kind of looks like a lot of things, but it all, you know, it looks like caddis pupa.
Look what a fish.
Chunky rainbows like the eel.
This fly combo that you're using mimics something that is a very typical part of their diet. It's always in here.
Yep.
Why did you settle here?
I guess I got into fly fishing just because I saw other people doing it and it just looked like a lot of fun. And like you said, it's very versatile. People think that fly fishing is just for trout, but you can catch anything that swims on a fly rod.
And with fish, most of the time they're looking for quick and easy. And what's quicker and easier, and you know, just a big mouthful of protein, than a bug, a stranded bug. It's not going to give you, it's not going to have to chase it. All it has to do is come up and grab it. Same here. You're floating this right in front of the face of a fish that eats this every day. Guess what?
There's fish. Ooh,
that's
a good one.
Got shoulders. He's everywhere. Man, he's under the
Ooh, he's
boat.
going under.
Man, he's rocket fish. Oh, wow. Did you see the way he did that?
Yes, I did.
And he's rolling his head, he's flopping, he's jumping. Look at him coming up. Oh, going back down. You know, it's a wonder you don't lose more than what you do. The way they fight, the way they roll.
Using small flies, light line. Maybe then, and that's another part of it. It's a, you know, it's a challenge.
It is a challenge, especially when they get
You
that
know,
current.
and when you're successful, it makes it just that much
Look
better.
at it. Look at that fish roll and flop and turn.
Doesn't like you.
It does not like me at all. I think it likes you even less. He's saying, there's that dude. I've heard about him.
Favorite little line.
I meant another nice fish.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible.
That one ate the old prince nymph. Get this fly out of the net. Get this guy back into the river. Yeah, he's still mad, shaking his head.
He's not happy.
Grow, buddy. Come on, turn. They always turn right back into the net. There you go.
And as usual, we want to thank Brandon for a great trip down the river.
And you can talk to just about any fly fisherman and they can attest to that. It gets in your blood big time. Break in the greenhorn.
Yes, that's exactly right.
You've done a little bit of casting, but I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. The best piece of advice somebody gave me a long time ago was if you were to imagine a chalkboard up in the air and you had a piece of chalk on the end of your rod, you're drawing a straight line with that rod tip. You've probably heard 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
About the same kind of deal.
Okay.
When you're casting, have the line in your left hand, rod in your right, and that way you can control that line.
Okay.
And so you get that 30 feet or so out there, and it'll lay out just perfect.
Perfect, gotcha. And so we're going to be getting this line out. We've actually got 2 flies, and then we're going to just allow the bobber to float down the water. Strike indicator. We're going to allow the strike indicator just to move down the water until something picks it up.
Exactly. And when it goes under, you're going to come back just like this. If there's no fish there, you're just going to lay it right back out. I'm going to pass this off to you, and I'm going to pull up the anchor, and we're just going to get a drift right down through here.
All right.
Hit it. There you go. There you go.
One there.
See how easy that is?
Yeah.
It's a good starter fish for you,
It's a good
man.
starter, yeah. There we go. That's a
little
good start.
rainbow.
Got a rainbow.
We're going to let that guy grow.
Like coming out here with a guide, knowing every spot where the river gets deep, which side to be on based on where the fish usually hang out. That's got to be a big part about coming out here with a guide, just to know where you can.
Well, yeah, I mean, and this is, I mean, look at this thing. It's a big river, and it can be kind of intimidating. And the next time you come out here, you'll know what to do.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
So, another rainbow. And if you have a bad day fishing, at least you can blame the guide and not yourself. You know, you got an excuse. There he is. There he, ooh, good
It's a
one.
better fish, yeah. Yeah, this is about twice the size of the one we just caught, isn't it?
He's at least 25 pounds, Chad.
At least.
At least. Fishermen never lie.
Which side do you want to go on, buddy? Pick a side.
There we go.
Got it.
That is a good fish.
That's a good fish, yeah.
Man, you know, for your second trout ever on a fly rod.
So how many years on this river?
Started in 02, 14. Now, I've been fishing it since I was a little kid, but my first year guiding was 2002. I was fishing with a guy last year. We were floating along and a blue heron landed on the shore beside us or whatever, and he said, "Look at that slough chicken over there." I said, "You mean the blue heron?" He said, "The what?"
A slough chicken.
Slough chicken. I can't get it out of my head. Now every time I see one, I call it a slough chicken. It's just too funny.
It's pretty funny.
There you go. We've been fishing for 20 minutes. This guy thinks he's a lot bigger than he really
does
is.
think he's a lot bigger than he is. Oh, look at there. That joker thinks he's 3 times his size.
Chad, there's a fish in here, man. Come on. Fish. There you go. There it is. Ooh, that's a good.
This is a good fish.
Got it.
Look how pretty that fish is.
That's a big rainbow. Yeah. Cool.
That's really cool.
Let's move on down to the next hot spot. You see all this vegetation on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's holding all kinds of bugs. And fish will nose down in that vegetation, getting bugs out of there. There he is.
Oh, I was looking for my rise down there and not paying attention
Well, they
to
know
my-
when you look away, so.
Oh yeah, not paying attention to my cast indicator. It's so hard not to get caught up in the beauty of this place.
That's, you know, one of the struggles.
That's a
You know,
tough
you want to look
struggle.
around and be like, oh, this is awesome, but you know, at the same time, you got to stare at that little piece of foam on the water. Kind of takes some of the glory out of it.
The problems we have
Yeah, I
out
know.
here.
Life is tough. And what a nice day so far.
It's beautiful.
It's days like this when I take off from my real job and I'm doing this that I'm just smile a little bigger. Beautiful drift. There. Yeah.
There we go.
You're making it look easy.
I tell you what, you are making it easy.
That's a brown.
So as far as size goes, the brown gets the biggest, right?
Yeah. State record brown came out of this river was 21 pounds. Chad, there's a fish over there. I just know it. You see those? How there's some logs that come out from that?
Mm-hmm.
Get on the other side of those. Oh, there he is. Got him right where he was supposed to be.
Yep. Pretty fish.
Another brookie.
Another brookie. Visually spotting them, what's the easiest way for a person to tell this?
Brook trout will have white tips on the ends of their fins. On their sides, they're going to have a purple color to them. And in the fall, they'll even get a lot of orange in their fins. And on their sides, there's just a lot of color in there. Whereas the browns have a lot of yellow. You'll have red spots and brown spots on the brown.
Blue chicken.
See, I got you saying it. There, hey, hit him. There he is, yeah.
That one there was persistent.
Yes, he was.
Came back and hit it 3 different times.
He really wanted it. Yeah, he did the top one. Nice rainbow. This is a rainbow. You can tell by the pink stripe down the side. I mean, these are the most easily distinguished fish, I think, in the river. I mean, if you look at the gill plate, they're pink, you know, white belly, black spots all over. Beautiful fish. There you go, buddy.
Pretty fish right there. Tell you what, if you've never been down on the Cumberland River in the summertime, this is the time to do it. It's hot out here. It's going to be 93, 94 degrees today. Yet it's comfortable, and these fish, this is when they're really, really active. Water temperatures in the low 50s, right?
Mm-hmm. So if you get hot, take your hat off, dip it in the river, and put it on your head, you won't be hot anymore.
I dare you to jump in. Huh?
Not doing it.
You
can get hypothermia in July.
This is one of the premier trout floats in eastern Kentucky, is it not?
Oh yeah, this is considered, you know, Kentucky's blue ribbon trout water. I mean, this is the best trout stream in the state of Kentucky, and in my mind, and one of the best in the eastern United States. There.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Just one right after the next. Now to do this, you obviously need a fishing license, and you also, unless you have your sportsman's license, need a trout stand.
Trout permit, yep. They designated the Cumberland River as a designated trout stream a few years ago. Regardless of what you're fishing for, if you're on the Cumberland River, you have to have a trout permit.
Yeah. Nice job.
Not bad, huh?
Not bad at all. So Brandon, we just finished up a 9-mile drift, right?
Right.
And I don't know how many fish we caught, but we caught all 3 trout species here. Mm-hmm. Several of all of them. Had several fish in the slot limit. I mean, some really nice fish. Mm-hmm. If you come down here, you need to bring sunscreen, a good pair of polarized glasses, a hat, and be ready to have a smile, because it's it's a lot of fun.
It is. It really is.
I really do appreciate it. Thank
Pleasure,
you.
Chad.
Thank you so much, and I look forward to doing it again soon.
Well, okay, I guess we do.